Vern, thank you very much for your time. It's always a special time of year, the beginning of another RBS Six Nations. How much added significance does it have for you this year, given that it's your last one as Scotland coach?
It doesn't really make a difference. We enjoy being together. It's great to have the players back in, and to be able to compete in another Six Nations is just another challenge. Looking forward to. And to be perfectly honest, I guess when the game's over, then I'll understand and realise that that will be the last one. At the moment, we're probably too excited about getting started and trying to improve. And it doesn't get much harder than Ireland first up, so looking forward to it.
You're the last captain and or coach I've spoken to this morning, and everybody else has said that they feel that this could be a year where Scotland make the next step, that there's a little more consistency in what you're doing, that the obvious quality really starts to come together, and they wouldn't be surprised if Scotland achieved something quite special this year. Do you share that feeling?
Well, there's a hierarchy, isn't there, at the moment with England and Ireland, and Wales have been there, and France, I think, are probably going to put in they can't have 2 bad years in a row, I don't think. So it's going to be really difficult. We set high standards amongst ourselves. Can that translate into another couple of wins? I don't know. But I think we'll be competitive, and that's one of the aims, to be competitive and then take learnings away from it. Tough competition, very good teams, no guarantees. So we'll just take it and try and do the best we can. And look, I don't think so many times Scotland has said this is going to be a season, can you do it? No, let's just be feet on the ground, get stuck in, give it our best shot and see what happens.
I read a piece of you this morning on one of the websites saying that you felt that there were 10 players in your current squad who would have good claims for a Lions place coming up. You obviously feel that the quality in your squad is developing and that you've got players who are ready to play on that kind of stage.
Yeah, and this Six Nations will be important, but if we look at Stuart Hogg and Tommy Seymour have done very well. Tommy's been finishing. Stuart I don't need to introduce. And I think we've got 2 midfielders in Alex Dunbar and Duncan Taylor, who played very well last year. I think all these players will be looked at. I think Finn Russell, with the form he's showing at the moment, can be a playmaker that can offer something different to the team he's playing for. Greg Laidlaw's as a midweek captain on a Lions tour. It might be an option. The 2 Gray brothers. So, and the Six Nations will determine whether or not those guys can catch Warren Gatland's attention and convince him to take them with him.
Is there a player in any of the other squads who you think could really emerge? As you look around the Six Nations setup, is there a player that you think, that they're ready to have a big tournament?
I think, well, look, if you look at the strength and depth that England have at the moment, the injuries they have and the players they can bring back in that have already had experience, and you can see the depth they have there. I think Ireland's shown they've got the depth they've got. Mathieu Bastereau comes back into the French team, and he's going to be a handful. I think this is a great thing about the Six Nations, that a lot of players will perform and make a name for themselves, whether it be younger players or older players. But we're looking forward to it.
Indeed, and you start against Ireland. I know you're a good friend of Joe's, and therefore you always want to get one over him. But that is a tough challenge against an Ireland side who was so successful in the autumn.
No, we'd love to beat Ireland, but when we analyse them, we understand how difficult that's going to be, and not many teams can beat New Zealand and beat them by 40 points. So we've had a good look at them, and Munster have recently been over to Glasgow and won by a couple of points. So the Irish provinces are going well. The Irish team, when they come together, play with confidence. To wrestle a win off them would be a big achievement, and I know the players would like to and will strive to do that, but we understand the task. But in saying that, if we get a couple of things right, we'd like to give them a difficult day in Murrayfield.
Now, this is your last year as Scotland coach. It's the last year of the RBS sponsorship, which has run for 15 years. I just wonder if in the years that you've been involved in the tournament, what RBS have played in terms of a role in making the tournament the big occasion, the special event that it is.
I think they've really helped. The 5 nations, then 6 nations, been such a big part of European rugby, and obviously they've been involved in well, and I think the resurgence of the Northern Hemisphere teams following the World Cup and the Six Nations has been where teams sort of test themselves and So they've been outstanding, and it's been great. And there's, I think that's about it. I haven't got anything else.
That's very good.